Unpopular political opinions. No importa political opinions. No importa political opinions.
Subscribe button. Yes, you. Press the subscribe button. Press the subscribe button. Yes, you. Press the subscribe button. Press the subscribe button. Yes, you. Press the subscribe button. Press the subscribe button. Yes, you. Press the subscribe button. Press the subscribe button. Yes, you. Press the subscribe button.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome back to another episode of Unpopular Opinion, and I am your host, Shawan Burns. We have a pack full of show or news or whatever you want to call it, topics that we want to discuss today. So without further ado, let's bring up our super producer. Super producer, are you with me? Hey, Miss Super
Uh,
Producer.
hello. Good morning to
Good
everyone
morning.
that is in the room. Let's see.
I don't see no comments.
Y'all
in
better
there.
work. It's 4 from the X platform and 4
Mm.
from YouTube. Let's go. Y'all get in
Yeah,
these comments and say
get in
good
these
morning.
comments.
So I can say good morning to you. If you're in Illinois, be safe out here in these snowy streets. Cause baby,
Mm-hmm.
it's coming down, and we're gonna
It's coming
supposed to
down.
get more on Christmas Eve. I wanted to
Mm.
stop today though, because I got things to do. It can do whatever it want on Christmas Eve, but I needed to
Mm-hmm.
stop today because I need to. If I had me a man, the way that list would be so long today. I'd be like, take your time. When you get off day, just stop by here. But that ain't the case. So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
stop it,
Yeah.
Mother Nature. Stop it.
Mother Nature needs to hold off. It's snowing
Yes.
over here too. A
Is it?
little bit. It's not bad though. It's
Yeah,
not
it
bad at
started
all.
snowing again after I left my interview about 9 o'clock maybe or
Okay.
so.
Okay.
It began to snow again once I got home, and I think it stopped for a little bit, and now it's snowing again. Listen, I
Okay.
enjoy the snow. That's why I moved
Okay.
here, because I love cold weather, but not when I gotta go outside in it. So, Father,
Right.
if you hear me,
Right.
just hold it
Father
off a little.
God,
Just there you
in the
go.
name of
Okay,
Jesus.
you're supposed to be saying Omnio Horengekyo. Or you could say Ashamana
Is
Punda.
it
Whatever it is you want to say.
coming
9
in
of
a
us in
Honda?
this
That's what
room
we
this
used to
morning.
say.
Are y'all gonna say good morning? I don't see anything. Do you see anything,
Maybe
Shawan? I
they
don't
at
see.
work. Maybe they at work. Maybe they can't say good morning. Maybe
Okay.
they're driving in their cars and they can't text and drive. So we're gonna leave it to that.
Well,
We
I hope so.
appreciate you,
We
them
do.
silent users.
Okay. The
The
bushes. Let
silent.
me go back into the bushes too. I mean, I appreciate you guys. I always want to start the morning off right. I know we late. Wasn't my fault this time.
Yeah,
I
you
was
know what? I'm
absolutely ready.
burning the candles on both ends.
Mm.
If you
Good
know what I
morning,
mean.
Justin. Yeah. You
Justin in the building.
you burning the candle on both ends?
Girl, burning the candles on
Now you
both
doing a
ends.
super producer, baby, because listen, I went to bed at 4 a.m.
Oh my God.
Okay? I went to bed at
You know
4
what? I
a.m.
woke up at 4 though.
Yeah, because I got the text. I was like, she can text all she wants for to get a nap. Okay. Carrington Hollister, Waycross,
Harrington.
Georgia. Good morning. How are
Waycross.
you?
Waycross,
Carrington.
Georgia.
Carrington, thank you for tuning in to my little podcast last night with my interview. I saw you in the comments. Thank you.
Oh,
Justin, thank you as well. Justin, I know you was lost last night. Listen, I was too. My first in-person interview. But same rules apply. But the chat was well and you did a great job. Thank you. Yeah, so let's get to it because super producer gotta get on again at 12:30. Well, 12 o'clock or somewhere in there. Child, fix it, Jesus. And then I'm gonna be done. I'm
fix
gonna
it,
be quiet.
Jesus.
I'm gonna be quiet. I can't be here on Monday. I don't know if you're gonna do the show by yourself. I have an appointment at 10, so we might have to do
Okay.
the show later in the
Okay.
day.
Okay.
You didn't expect rain here? Well, come get some of this snow. Come get some of this snow, and I'll take the rain. You're gonna get some of this snow here. Okay. All right, we're gonna get started with the runaround this morning because we got a few things to talk about. Let's go. Shawan, you up first.
This is Big Lots. Big Lots filed for bankruptcy a few, I guess, probably mid-year. And so now they're closing over 100 stores. They're closing over 100 stores. Some of them are mainly in the East Coast, but they're going to have like the doorbuster deals. So if you're in one of those counties or cities or states where they're closing, I think is Ohio. I thought I saw something in like
Let me check the article for you because this is your
New
money
Jersey.
making. This is your money making minute. Go to Big Lots
Go to
so
Big
that you
Lots so
can
you can
resell these
resell.
things at the flea market.
Exactly.
Come on, business. Come on, business talk.
Business.
Come on, business talk. Let me
Hallelujah.
see. Columbus, Ohio.
We're turning
They,
a
you know what? They
profit.
have closed a lot here in Illinois too. Just to
Mm-hmm.
it's so look at this. Aurora,
Mm-hmm.
100 locations in Ohio.
Mm-hmm.
Nexstar has reported locations to close this year are in Aurora, Blue Ash, Cincinnati, Dayton, Defiance, Newark, St. Mary's, Sandusky, Toledo, Westchester. So Ohio, Europe.
Europe.
Get over there and get them desks, get those lamps, get those towels,
Those
and listen.
bedding sheets.
Go
You know,
on.
bed in the bag.
Okay, go on and get to the flea market afterwards
I
and
know that's
tear it
right.
down. Okay, tear it down. Mark it up
Collect,
like $3.
collect your coins.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
man, I miss J.C. Penney's. We still got J.C. Penney's here,
We
Cameron.
still got one here too, and they're struggling. They're struggling. Sometimes
Um,
they do. It looks like they struggling
I feel
sometimes.
like J.C. Penney should have exited when Sears exited and became
Mm-hmm.
an online only. You
Mm-hmm.
know, because a lot of the stuff at J.C. Penney's, like I grew up in J.C. Penney's. My mom used to order our Easter dresses from J.C. Penney's every year.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and if she could have did for my children, she probably would have did that too.
Mm-hmm.
And she used to order. She used to get that thick J.C. Penney catalog in the mail, and she used
Mm-hmm.
to order. She used to flip through it and order. And so I feel like they should have went to online when Sears left. I don't know if anybody. Good morning, Cheryl. Cheryl Ingram, you is out here in these streets. Okay, girl.
Cheryl.
Jim C. Good
Hey,
morning, Jim
Cheryl.
C. It's always a pleasure to see you. You are
Jim.
everywhere and you support everyone, and I love that for all of us. Okay.
Jim, thank you.
Rural King, what is that? A mattress place? Because I'm telling you right now, these mattress
Now
places
stop it.
with these high mattresses is turning up everywhere. I don't know who
Mm-hmm.
buying these $3,000 mattresses, but
I think it's a laundering scheme.
do you? I think
I
it's
do.
something. I can't put my finger on it,
It's
but
a laundering
ain't
scheme.
nobody buying that many mattresses. I'm like, every time you turn around, it's mattress
Yeah,
place. I'm like,
yeah.
who
That's.
buying
I
mattresses
think
like
it's a
that?
little weird. Like they got those sleep AM or whatever it's called. You see those?
Yeah, and they're like $4,000. Who buying that?
Mm-hmm.
Child, you putting
Yeah.
a whole car in the bedroom. Uh-uh.
A good
How did they
used
do it?
car that is.
Either way, I ain't doing it.
Mm-hmm.
So, no. But y'all get on over there. Shawan got y'all business minute.
Yeah. Our
You see,
business
she got on the
minutes.
news. You see, she got on the news reporter jacket. And, you know, I'm just saying.
Breaking news.
I
Breaking
cannot.
news.
Jesus, fix it. It's too early. It's too early. It's way too early, Jesus. Okay. This next story. Now, you all remember the explosion that happened. And I think it was in Georgia, Rockford, Georgia. Now they're saying there are cancer causing chemicals. It was Rockdale, in Rockdale County soil at the biolab fire. You think? Now, why would there be cancer causing chemicals in the soil when these companies are allegedly supposed to be regulated? When I worked at a recycling plant for the state,
Mm-hmm.
in my state,
Mm-hmm.
they had the EPA come out every month and take water samples.
Okay.
And so why was this place not being regulated? I'm going to play this video. I don't know what it is.
Okay.
Need to open the door to more
Y'all
home
know we got to
buyers?
watch 1,000
Hyper target
commercials.
home buyers in your
Child,
Learn how Flex data-driven ad solutions can drive home buyers to your real
they
estate
going to
business.
put these things down your
Connect
throat.
with flex.com.
This comes as demonstrators continue their calls to the county to shut the plant down. Fox 5's Joy Dukes has more.
Protesters gathered outside of county offices Saturday afternoon, urging elected officials to take more action against the company. Meanwhile, on the other side of town, an expert's effort to test the soil and water here after that fire has confirmed some residents' concerns about exposure.
The bottom line is you can't find what you don't look for.
For months, environmental scientist Scott Smith has been looking for answers on behalf of Rockdale County residents concerned about what was left behind by a chemical fire that prompted more than 17,000 evacuations in the face of widespread chlorine exposure in September.
We are really mad that this happened again. 3 times that we know of.
In
3
October,
times?
we introduced you to Kathy Breedlove, one of the residents who gave Smith permission to collect soil and water samples after black chunks of debris began to appear in her yard.
We're obviously concerned about any dangerous compounds.
On Saturday, the EPA whistleblower shared the results of those tests with Breedlove at her home.
We found specific semi-volatile organic compounds in the ash, and we found them in the soil. But the pond came back without a concern.
Smith said the results of testing in other areas showed the presence of dioxins, a chemical compound linked to cancer. Those issues a driving force behind protests like this one on Saturday, calling on county leaders to revoke the company's business license and get the plant closed down for good. In response to a request for comment, a BioLab spokesperson said, quote, "We respect community members' right to gather peacefully and make their views known. Throughout the situation, we have worked continuously to address the needs of impacted area residents and business owners, having responded to thousands of individuals at our Community Assistance Center."
It doesn't matter what the rhetoric is. If people are continuing to suffer, they've done not even a drop in the bucket of what needs to be done to make the people of Rockdale whole.
Members of the Shutdown BioLab Coalition tell Fox 5 they'll continue to bring those demands to county leaders in the new year. Now, we've reached out to BioLab, the EPA, and Rockdale County officials for additional comment on the test results. We're still waiting to hear back. You can see the full statement from BioLab by heading over to the story on our website. In Rockdale County, Joy Dukes, Fox 5 News.
Did you say 3 times? Their business license should have been taken after the first. Well, I don't know. The first time could have been the first time could have been, something, but that second time, no, ma'am. Their business license should have been taken then.
They don't take business licenses, especially EPA or whatever. What they're going to do, and they're probably already operating under a consent decree. That's when you have excessive leaks or exposures or, to the environment. And usually if you have any other events, you are like super fined. But, and then I'll look it up to see. They're probably operating under consent decree for
Either
those
way,
environmental
I
leaks.
don't care nothing. Let me read this. Carrington says, shouldn't she be wearing a mask? Not being funny or anything, but the remnants of those chemicals could be lingering around. It done happened
Yeah,
two
you had
times before this, so whatever they inhaled, they already inhaled it.
well, dioxins it probably leach into their water stream, and no telling they probably got some strange illnesses coming with like their animals, their wildlife, and all that stuff.
Well,
So
to me, the humans will come either next year or the
yeah,
year after that, because it's like a what do they say? Sometimes it's like a 7-year
it's a
incubation
lapse.
period,
Yeah, incubation of
and
you won't
then
see
things start to manifest. And I
rear its
feel
ugly
like,
head. Yeah.
yeah, that's the same thing that happened with Flint. So
Mhm.
all years after they found
Mhm.
out the water was bad, then people started coming up with cancer, and
Mhm.
dogs started coming up with cancer, and
Mhm.
all different types of skin issues and things like that.
Mhm. Mhm.
Um, but that's insane. I feel like, for me,
Mhm.
I feel like these chemical plants and things should absolutely not be around any type of residential areas.
Well, see, and I would like to see because when I worked at Marathon Petroleum Company for some years, and we was operating under consent decree. I'm a chemical engineer by trade, but I practice environmental engineer.
Hmm.
And what happened was is like if we released any type of thing to the environment, they put us under like a stringent consent decree where we wasn't allowed any upsets or mishaps. And if we did go beyond that consent decree, of course we would face fines or whatever. Um, but one thing Marathon did do, they were purchasing what you call green space. But the bad thing about it is, okay, so like say for instance, you lived in the area, and you probably your family lived in the area. This is a home that's been in your family for quite some time, like hundreds of years. They literally forced those people out to say, "Oh, we're operating in this environmental friendly thing because we're purchasing this green space." But you don't think about the people that you forced out, and some of the people they wasn't even given the amount of their home. You know the worth, the value of the home, and then other people, they tried to stall them out, but a lot of people were just displaced from their home, and the way the inflation was working back then, I don't know if they it was able to get a replacement in kind, even though some of those homes were pretty dilapidated. But it's one of those things that the EPA say, oh, we're gonna regulate. No, all they want is money. I totally believe EPA is not there to really regulate. They there to cater to whoever's lobbying against them, so it could look good on paper.
Well,
So
I feel like the EPA is there to collect funds to further their
yeah, yeah, yeah. You
department. Not,
said it.
not,
Yeah,
I
not
feel
not to
like,
say hey we're environmental friendly. I mean there's certain things that is so egregious you can't just overlook. But
yeah, I
even
mean,
if you look at the airline companies, if you purchase your airline, they have CO emission credits. How the hell are you getting rid of your CO emissions um, if you're still operating? And when we get offline, everybody in the audience, when you get offline, act like you about to purchase a ticket, and the tickets will come up, and it will have the price, and it will say CO emission credit. What does that mean? It's all to me. It's all fake. It doesn't mean a damn thing unless they outfitted these jets in these planes with some type of emission capture apparatus. What are you crediting? Where's these emissions going? You know? So I think it's just to say, oh, we're environmental, we're EPA, and we're listening to our lobbyists, and we're doing things about, and we're zero emissions. I think it's all fake. It's a bunch of bullshit. And
Well,
it's up to the residents to say, hey, no, we got to sue the hell out of you, because you're causing us harm, and we don't want you. And that's why it's important for us to show up to these meetings when they do these meetings, saying, hey, we're going to allow this company for this brownfield tax abatement or rebate to build in this area. Well, look at the population around, and what kind of emissions are they planning to release in the environment? Because you can't tell me any plant or any production place is zero free of emissions. So
well, for
you
me,
want jobs or you want emissions, and then you got to think about the population around you.
the only bad thing out of this is that the residents are the ones that are going to suffer no matter
Yeah,
what decision is made. No
the
matter whether you
lower
buy green
class.
space, it try to make up for the toxins you putting in the air. I don't care about none of that. Years later, these residents are suffering with cancer, and other skin issues that there are no cures for. And so Carrington, that's why I'm like, you know, the effects of these things sometimes don't start appearing until like 7 years. That's like the incubation period for a disease. So for me, I feel like something needs to be done, but also there needs to be limitations on how many chemical plants can be in a different area. You know, how many chemicals can, because like out here in some parts of the Southland, you
Mhm.
got like a gas plant, and then you got another plant, and then another plant in University Park. That's almost one part of it is all industrial, and you don't have anything out there but chemical plants and stuff. Like that's insane to me, you know. And there's a whole like, we're in Illinois, so it's lots of farm space out here. They could buy someone's farm land for it. I feel like they should have to pay over the market price, to take these people's land and things. But that's just me. But I feel like
Yeah.
we're going to be seeing the effects of this uh in about 2026, or somewhere in there. People are going to start saying they're having breathing issues, or they're this cancer that doesn't make any sense because they don't have cancer in their family.
Yeah, breathe asthma. Their kids will be born with asthma or some type of skin condition.
Eczema,
Yeah,
and
eczema. Yeah,
psoriasis are
yeah,
the
psoriasis and
most
stuff like that.
prominent from these plants. This
I'm all for the economy and boosting up the economy if it provides jobs. But I believe companies have to be good stewards to the environment. And I'm not saying environment like greenhouse gas emissions, because sometimes I think some of this shit they be making up. I'm talking about releasing into your water system, and people are drinking the water, or releasing into the ground where you're growing crops in the ground. But and it eventually ends up into our bloodstream. That's what I'm talking about. But yeah, they need to be good stewards, and maybe EPA is not doing the things that they're supposed to be doing as far as regulating these companies, because like you said, 3 times is a little bit egregious.
that is
It's not a little bit, it's
insane.
very egregious.
That is insane in the
Yeah.
same place. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, in
okay,
the same place. Did they say 3 times? I didn't catch her. Did she say how many years apart in a
she
certain time
didn't. She
frame?
didn't
Okay.
say how
Okay.
many years apart. Maybe I'll look up and see.
Yeah.
But she didn't say how many years apart, but still, I don't
Yeah.
care if it's 10, 15 years apart. The incubation from that one is probably just now starting. And then you got the next one. And now this one, that's insane. That's insane.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
you all keep your eyes out. Go to the doctor regularly if you're in that area.
And definitely stop drinking. I tell everybody stop drinking not bottled water, but
Tap water.
tap water, unfiltered water. That is fluoride is not good for you anyway. They've already done a bunch of stories, and the plant put water. The water treatment plant does put fluoride in your water, but the other stuff that they're not, since the EPA is not really doing their job and not being responsible. You're ultimately drinking whatever they're not being responsible for. Like you showed that one, was it Tesla? They had
Mm-hmm.
that green leaching,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't know if they tested whatever that was or whatever
We're
kind
gonna
of
bury
chemical
that now,
spill.
cause you see Elon is in the White House now working. So you ain't gonna hear nothing about that, nothing else about that. I don't even know if you're gonna be able to find any reports on what it was.
Yeah,
You know
so
that the same people that promote green energy is the same people who fly on
those
$1 million planes and jets.
million
That's
dollar,
messed up.
yep, yep.
Come on, Karen. Karen Tan. You wide awake this morning. You woke.
Yep. Those
Okay.
they the same like Greta Thunberg. She flies around in her jet and talking about, oh, we gotta we gotta save the environment. Well, you need to walk everywhere you go. Get off that plane.
I'm dead. The dancing doctor ordered to turn over $700,000 for not paying former insurance company. What is happening in the medical industry? Like this dude, they're not helping. This dude is the United Healthcare guy.
New developments now in a Channel 2 Action News investigation. A DeKalb County judge issued a ruling ordering a dancing
Pause it for a
doctor
second.
to pay $700.
Go ahead.
Does his face look plastic? When I was like, oh, it's very shocking.
He looked like a Ken doll. I ain't even lie to you. Like
What's going
but
on
you
with
know
his
what?
face? Or maybe that's his
I
face. Maybe that's his face. He just got a
used
strong
to
one.
I used to do UV treatments in the office and the dermatology office, and there was this weatherman that used to come in, and he used to swear, you can't see it. It's like light spots. Right? I'm like, what?
What, he had
Girl, I even
vitiligo?
had to take the black light. I'm like, I
And
don't see nothing.
oh my
I don't see
God.
anything because you gotta like with the laser, you gotta pinpoint where you're going, right? And I'm like, I don't see nothing this dude is talking about. So they're very vain. But anyway, here y'all go.
$100,000 to her former insurance company.
He straight got
Channel 2 consumer
Botox.
investigator Justin Gray is here. And Justin, for the first time, we have a count
Them
of how
eyebrows
many
like this.
malpractice lawsuits Dr. Wendell Boutte faced.
George, according to this lawsuit, in just 1 year that insurance company represented Dr. Wendell Boutte, who now goes by the name Catherine Davis, 28 different malpractice claims were brought against her. For each one, she was supposed to pay a $25,000 deductible. A judge in DeKalb County ruled she never did and ordered her to pay up.
As a physician, you're trained, okay, what the worst case scenario?
When we sent a Channel 2 Action News producer undercover at Eden Med Spa in Austin, Texas, Catherine Davis focused on her medical experience in the consultation.
I've done a lot of abdominoplasties, tummy tucks, breast implants.
But as we told you in our November Channel 2 Action News investigation, Catherine Davis is also Dr. Wendell Boutte, the so-called dancing doctor. And it turns out we weren't the only ones trying to track her down.
I was literally shocked when I saw your article. I couldn't believe it. I was literally speechless, and I don't get speechless very often.
Decatur attorney Matthew Carlton represents the insurance company that, according to this lawsuit filed in DeKalb County, represented Wendell Boutte in 28 medical malpractice cases. The suit alleges she had a $25,000 deductible for each case and never paid the $700,000 she owed them.
To see that she's changed her name and she's out there in Texas was just, I was blown over by it. I figured she'd stop practicing medicine.
The dancing doctor videos from the operating table Wendell Boutte once posted to social media got viral attention after our 2018 Channel 2 Action News investigation. The state medical board ultimately suspended Boutte's license after millions of dollars in malpractice judgments. Patients like O.J. Leibert's mother, Isilma Cornelius. She was about to be married and earn her PhD in nursing when a cosmetic surgery by Dr. Boutte went very wrong, and Cornelius suffered permanent brain damage.
Oh my
Dr.
God.
Davis, or is it Dr. Boutte? It's Justin Gray from Channel 2. Do you have a Texas medical license?
No, she went right back to the
Why
car.
She does not
she
have an active
laughing?
medical license in Georgia or Texas. But just last week, a DeKalb County judge issued this order for Boutte to pay that $700,000 her insurance company has been trying to collect for years.
In 25 years of practicing law, I've never seen so many claims on a single policy. It's pretty incredible.
Wendell Boutte was served with the lawsuit back on July 1st in Texas, but never responded. So December 11th, Judge Kimberly Alexander issued an order in favor of the insurance company, ordering that she pay that $700,000 plus interest and court costs.
And Justin, we've been looking into this for a long time. I mean, 28 malpractice claims. That's pretty incredible, but it took us until now to even know the number.
Yeah, that's because doctors self-report to the medical board. And so we check on the medical board and you only see a few claims. We've done it with other doctors. It's self-reported numbers, so there's no real way to know just how many they are out there publicly. And that is something we're going to continue to look into.
And people have to make decisions about what doctors they choose for procedures. Justin,
Do you see what she told him? Do you see what she told him?
What?
She said, you see, you need to be careful the doctors you choose.
Oh yeah, you choose. Yeah.
First of all,
how did she
to
practice?
find out, first of all, I should have put this on my Nah But For Real show, because that was crazy.
Yeah, that was wild right there.
First of all,
Cheryl Ingram said, "Wow, she's stupid like Lil Stank."
28 claims. 28. Why is she not locked up?
That's what I don't understand. She's like,
okay, let's go from the 28 claims to you change your name. Let's go from that to the medical board. The claims are self-reported. Did you hear what he said?
Yeah, and that's wild too.
I'm like, I know you lying. First of all, I know you lying. That y'all don't have a system in place. So once a file is claimed, put against the insurance should send that claim automatically to the medical board.
Yeah,
so
I think this is in a record keeping, right? I just find it kind of crazy how they don't have a system of check and balances in the medical field.
I feel it is egregious that is something that is self-reported. Look at what she did to that lady, is mentally incapacitated. She was supposed to be getting her nursing PhD degree and getting married. And now somebody has to take care of her 24 hours a day. See, these are the things, as well as fighting political corruption. These are the things. Now, see, this is the kind of stuff right here that is making that guy look like a martyr in the court of public opinion. Because ain't no way that it should have been the duty of the hospital that she has credentials with to report her to the medical board for all of these malpractice suits, because the hospitals have to report the incidents. I'm like, ain't no way. That's insane.
That's
then you
crazy.
change your name. Did you legally change your name?
Girl, no.
You
You couldn't have, because wouldn't she have to reapply for licensing and stuff
no,
like that?
she would just have to submit a name change.
Oh well, maybe she did that. Yeah.
And I'm just like, you critically injured someone and you change your name. We need to start, making sure that we're watchdogging over a lot of things. Yeah, we're gonna need 8 arms like an octopus, because this is crazy.
And but let's talk about what people don't. Well, some people do talk about it. Just be happy with yourself. Stop going in there to get a BBL and tummy tuck and that 360 mommy deal and end up with brain damage. Come on now,
Listen,
just
now to
stop
get you,
stop doing it.
now to get you 10, and he gonna be in the bed with a woman with a fupa, and you gonna be mad.
And he gonna love that fupa too.
So you might as well just go it be who you are because that big back, we winning, baby. We
You said
winning.
we win.
Okay? Because most of y'all little stanks can't cook. So we winning automatically. He over there
Well,
playing
I
with
I
you.
think the young ones probably can't cook.
He over there playing with you while he making house with a big back. Girl, absolutely just let it all hang out and be yourself because at the end of the day, you're gonna be mad. Not him.
I mean,
But
I'm all for like
men too.
looking good, but you just gotta. It's not instantaneous. You just gotta. If you want that particular body, you just gotta go. To the gym.
Yes, Carrington. Big bags for the win. Yes. Big
Carrots,
bags
you
for the win,
crazy.
baby. Listen. It's cold outside. Ain't that the song? Baby, it's cold outside.
Baby, it's cold outside.
I'm absolutely not doing this with you. But yeah, I feel like, mental health is a thing. Let's face it, we been to societal pressures about what we should look like. Um,
And we need to stop it.
for
We need
me,
to stop that.
child, you gonna take me like I am, and we just gonna live, or I'm okay. The
I
kids are
read
all right. Y'all remember that movie? The kids are all right.
yeah.
Okay.
I read a story. It broke my heart. This young lady, she had breast cancer, and instead of cutting off her breasts, I guess she didn't want to go that option, and she ended up passing away. They did like 3 rounds of chemo, but she had a very aggressive form of breast cancer, and she was younger. And I was thinking to myself, if I were to go through that type of situation, would I be so apprehensive to cut my breasts off because I think I will be different or no man wouldn't want me?
Now this is the
And
modern
I'm,
day, but this is the modern day misconception, right? Because I work
mhm,
in the medical field. So when the doctor comes and tells these people you're gonna have to get a mastectomy, which is the
mhm,
total removal of your breast, right?
mhm, mhm.
What they don't know is automatically the insurance will pay for you to have implants if you so desire.
Well, and that's what because my girlfriend, she got a double mastectomy, and she did end up getting a breast reconstruction.
Yeah, I
But
mean, it's like it's
and that was years ago. That was when she
yeah,
went
it's
through her
under the
bout. It
it's
was
like
years.
under the global thing. So, you recover and then you go and see a plastic surgeon and it's all like covered.
Yeah.
It's part of the recovery process. So
I
it's not
didn't. I
something that
didn't.
you have to pay for.
Yeah. Well, I know that, but I'm just saying why. I'm trying to put my headspace in what. Why wouldn't you do that? I
Well,
mean,
for me, I talked to one woman. Um, it's because they don't want to be disfigured because you're absolutely going to have scars, right? And in some cases, people that scar, they turn into keloids, right? And there's
yeah,
only
but
so
what's the
much.
alternative? This is what I'm thinking
I mean,
of. You
alternative is
have
death.
aggressive, exactly,
But
exactly. So,
some
like,
people,
if you think of that in that way, why wouldn't you choose to live?
because some people, I feel like it's the way they wired. It's
Hmm.
the way that they're wired. It's in their mind that nobody's gonna want me with a disfigured body. Like, well, girl, they ain't gonna be able to want you because you ain't gonna be here.
You're
That's what
gonna
I
be
be
under the
like.
ground.
Like
Yeah.
I used to be like, well, how they
Yeah,
gonna
and
want
she
you if
was
you're
a
not here?
beautiful person, and she ended up losing her battle to breast cancer, and I just thought it was just so sad that she decided to go that particular route because
Well, make no
even
mistake,
if I had a nose cancer, I'm cutting his damn nose off. I'll be on Unpopular Opinion with my unpopular nose.
Lord, please don't let us have to endure that. But
I'm
no,
telling you,
there's
I would.
reconstruction in
What
that
is it?
case.
Cut your
'Cause
nose to
listen,
spite your face. That
listen,
biblical.
you so crazy. People have skin cancers, right? That
Yeah.
end up on their nose. And I used to work at the dermatology office, and we had a
Mm-hmm.
moles doctor. A
Yep.
moles
A
doctor
mole surgeon.
will
Mm-hmm.
scrape the cancer off until it's gone. And they do
Yep.
this process by putting your skin cells that they scraped off under a microscope, right?
Yeah, and they
But
use
in
a
some cases,
histologist, you know.
they have to keep going, right? So you could be like totally without this part of your
Yeah.
nose, right?
Yeah.
But we automatically send you to a plastic surgeon
Mm-hmm.
after to get that reconstructed. And they be using stuff like a pig nose,
Yeah, the
and things
skin
to
and yeah.
reconstruct. But you're gonna have some sort of scar. You're gonna have some sort of maybe even possible disfigurement. And for me, I feel like that is directly related to how we treat people out here in society who we don't know what they going through or been through, and we begin to ostracize them. And so, yeah. But yeah, people have lots of reasons why they don't. And some of them, for me, don't make any sense because I feel like the doctor is standing here telling you life or death, and you like death, definitely death. Like, I'd be like, some days, like when I used to do it, you can't react. I used to have to turn my back to the patient, because as the medical assistant going in there, the doctor may have you tell them what their choices are, and then you come out and both of y'all go back in. And so you're going to be talking with them, and you pretty much find out what their decision is going to be before the doctor come in. And some of them, when I go back in with the doctor, before I go in, I'm briefing the doctor and telling him what their decision was. And they be like, so the doctor is totally going in there trying to convince them otherwise. And sometimes they don't win, and
Well,
it be,
the doctor, his role, he has to be pragmatic and just lay out all the facts. I
yeah,
worked
they
with a
do.
yeah,
But I'm telling you, they absolutely go in there and they will lean on the fact that you can make it through this. This is what they tell them. They give them all the facts, and then they'll tell them, you can make it through this. This procedure is 100%. I've done this so many times. And they will say that over and over again. It'd be heartbreaking to me,
mm-hmm.
and wow, I don't know. I always used to be conflicted when I had to be in those situations. Definitely was a hard situation.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I should have put this on my Nava for real show too. This next one, but y'all, I feel like we need to hear this. I don't know how long this is though. Hold on. Okay, so we're gonna watch a little bit of it, and then I'll watch. We're gonna watch a little bit of it, and then I'll tell y'all the ending.
Okay.
This is 7 News at 10. Now at 10, an inmate getting pregnant in jail without ever meeting the father.
She's a miracle baby. She's a blessing.
How could this happen?
Through the van.
Just one station with a bombshell behind bars.
Hello again, everyone. What happened inside a jail in South Florida made national headlines.
Now tonight, for the first time, we are hearing exclusively from both the mother and father. Investigative reporter Heather Walker is on the night team tonight. She's at the Turner Guilford Night Correctional Center in West Miami-Dade. Heather.
7 News broke this story back in January when the woman's family wanted to know how this could happen here. The DNA results are in, and the dad is another inmate.
For the first time, Daisy Link is talking about how she became pregnant in jail. In an exclusive interview with 7 Investigates, the 29-year-old says even she can't believe it happened.
It's a real twist. It is. Everybody says it to me. This is like some Lifetime movie network.
Link is locked.
Okay. Y'all want to know?
What's the twist? How she get pregnant?
Okay, so there are vents in the jail cell where they can talk, right? And she talked and she heard another inmate's from the male prison's voice. So they began to converse back and forth. Once they realized that their vents connected, like connected, he sent his semen through the vent.
Like in a container or something?
Like in a sandwich bag, like in a baggie. With a string on it, just dropped it down. And since their vents connected, it came through her vent.
So did they have like almost phone, and then they act like it was real, like, oh, I'm gonna drop this load in you, baby. Like, come on, Daddy.
Lord,
String
fix
it
it,
along.
Jesus. Why did I put this story up here with this crazy girl, Lord?
Come on,
Because
Daddy.
you cannot have an adult conversation to save your life. Y'all see what I gotta go through?
So crazy. I know Carrington thinking what I'm thinking. Like, no, first, my first initial thought. I ain't gonna even tell you my first initial thought.
No, don't tell me nothing. You see, Cheryl say Shawan is so crazy. Cheryl. Okay, I just wanted to point that out.
That's that
why I
zip
put the
lag,
story up.
baby.
This
That's
like
a
a
test tube, baby.
Ziploc bag.
It's a test tube, baby. It's a Ziploc, baby.
Jim C, I knew you was gonna come out the bushes on this one. I knew it. Yeah, it's not an in vitro, baby. You remember when they like you a test tube, baby? This ain't that.
Right.
This is you a Ziploc, baby. A Ziploc bag. Okay.
A Ziploc bag, baby.
Wait a minute, Cheryl says she is. Oh, wait a minute, Carrington said Shawan crazy. Super Ducer is too.
But no, didn't you think that though?
I'm gonna go with this.
Like, what caused you to say, "Oh, I'm gonna impregnate you," and you can't even touch him? Like, what the hell?
But he did it.
He did.
But he did it though. He manifest that thing. Oh. Oh my God. Listen. Now
who's responsible? Who's responsible of taking care of this kid? The people. Like, this is our baby.
The system should have to pay child support because that little baby had to go with one of the grandmas after it was born. The system should have to pay that child support because that didn't make no darn sense.
Ingram was.
You know what, Justin? Justin, go back to being quiet because I can't absolutely not. I was thinking like Shawan, she had potatoes. And listen, they say
you opened the door for this one. This is gonna be like the running. We ain't gonna get over this.
I should have put this one at the end.
This is like, wow.
Now listen, they said that they had to do this process more than once. So you mean to tell me you yelling
There's a
through
bunch
this?
of
You yelling through this vent, moaning and groaning, and ain't nobody pay no
said
attention
anything?
to you. Ain't nobody trying to
No
figure
guards
out
came about. Nobody said.
Nobody trying.
Nobody
to figure
said,
out
"Let me get some of that action."
just dumping the contents of a Ziploc bag. You know what?
In her
in hindsight, this wasn't the right show.
Oh my God. I can't believe it.
Running around
I done
the
heard
world.
it all. I done heard it all.
We running, so I listen.
Oh my
The
God.
prison system absolutely needs an overhaul. Because that's insane.
What the hell is going on in the prison system?
That is insane. Okay, girl, Child, you have your first baby ever on this earth.
Right on this
Via
earth.
via a
Without even
Ziploc
knowing the
bag.
daddy. Yes.
What are you gonna tell this little child? What you gonna tell this little child? You was a jail baby. You absolutely have to start a conversation with that because you was.
You was like strictly a jail baby.
When they Google their name or their parents' name and they see this story, because they absolutely gonna tell them a lie. I'll tell you that right now.
Oh, you got to. It's
Oh, I
too
was in love
embarrassing.
with your daddy. I was in love with your daddy. And we had a wonderful love story.
Yeah, we met on vacation.
And listen, here they go Googling mama and daddy. They absolutely gonna bust out that room and be like, you lied.
And she talking like, oh, this was my miracle baby. Girl, are you nuts? She said this was her miracle baby.
Yes, she did. And I'm with
Like,
I'm
no,
with
it's
Jim
not a
C.
miracle.
Jim C said this is a Ziploc bag, baby. I'm out of here, Jim. Do you hear me? I could shut this thing down right now because
that took us over the moon.
Hey, I do what I do.
Yeah.
The turkey basin wouldn't fit through the vent. They don't even have access to a turkey basin. And I'm wondering, did she cut that Ziploc bag and make it like a piping bag?
Oh yeah, because she had to
squirt it in there.
Yeah. And
So
lay
you
down for
just
24 hours. Like,
I'm
with her
I
legs
almost
propped up.
I almost threw up right there. I had a little something in the back of my throat. That was Lord. I'm gonna think twice next time I see these stories. But I was
Oh
half
my
asleep
God.
doing this, so
That was so crazy.
I ain't even gonna play the rest of it because y'all just gonna laugh. But if y'all want me to link it to this story, let me know. You can watch the rest of it. It's only 5 minutes.
That was
Child.
crazy.
Look, here go your favorite man. Here we go. Houston attorney Tony Busby sued in federal court for alleged client abuse. Let's see this. Busby has dismissed the claims as patently frivolous, arguing they were designed to harm his reputation and undermine his firm's role in representing alleged sexual assault or SA victims in the ongoing civil litigation against Sean Diddy Combs. Do you know that he said, I know that you said the other day that he said Jay-Z filed a lawsuit on him under a pseudonym?
Yeah, pseudonym.
Well, yesterday, he said that they was paying people. Now, he talking about Jay-Z lawyers was paying people $1,000 to file lawsuits against him.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I seen us. I didn't read the whole thing, but yeah, I seen something.
And
like
I
that.
was like, Tony. Now, Tony, what? I told y'all when I saw the man with the 800 number. That's all I'm going to say. And now we here. Now we are here. Because y'all opened the door to this man. This is like a sexy red. Y'all gave that girl 5 minutes and she done took a whole year. And y'all need to stop it. She had 4 kids whose name could have been tequila shots.
Oh my God.
While she was sleeping, doing it for Alexa. Karen 10. Have a seat. I'm not doing this. But yeah, so that's what he's got a lawsuit filed on him. He's claiming, I feel like in a way he's trying to claim that it is Jay-Z and them coming, sending people to do this.
No. But let's backtrack. Okay, so is Tony Busby is claiming that the one that he propped up like this was a victim. Is she part of this whole thing? Is that what he's trying to claim?
Is she part of
this whole thing that Jay-Z paid her to go to Tony Busby? Okay.
No.
So, but what does this have to do with anything then?
He was saying that this could be part of because people are filing
frivolous suits.
Yeah, he's claiming they're frivolous suits to undermine his reputation. According to Busby, the former clients, now they were his clients, now he's admitting that they were his clients, financially insensitized to file lawsuits against him, adding that one former client was offered $10,000 to file a suit against him. So he's claiming that these claims that are coming now from his former clients, he's claiming that they're being propped up. Now, these people were his actual clients. Now he's claiming that one of them was paid $10,000 to file this lawsuit. Now I'm confused. They're gonna be paid $10,000 with the potential to get more than that from you.
Yeah, that don't make sense to me.
That's what he's claiming. But his lawsuit that he filed, that story, didn't make sense either. We read it. You read it. But this is what he's saying.
Okay, Tony. Look, okay, Tony.
Okay, I told y'all.
Call the roll, Tony. Call the roll.
I told y'all about this man.
You out of order, Tony. You out of order.
When I saw that 800 number, I said, "Oh no, this is like really car salesman." And look at his hair.
Slick
no,
man.
man. I don't. No.
I mean that didn't bother me only because he's down in Texas, and of course, maybe people don't get or have international plan or national plan on their cell phone. Just follow me here. Stay with me.
Next story. The next story is a Clarissa Shields story. Now, the reason why I put this story, I wanted y'all to see this story, is because, the recent thing with Papoose and Remy and all of them. I want you to listen to what Cameron says about Clarissa Shields. I'm not for Remy either. Now, don't get that twisted. Don't be like Super Producer making a case because she on Remy's side. No ma'am, no ma'am, no ham, no Pam. I'm not. Okay, but let's get into the minds of these people. Okay, so.
What's the issue? Can you kind of inform us a little bit about what's happening?
I have female stalkers before, but it's usually after I fuck them. I never had a female stalker that I didn't fuck. This is kind of new for me. So this is actually what happened. I did the face-off between Amanda Serrano and Katie Taylor. I'm reading the cue cards. We talked about this last week, but I'm going to inform my audience who don't know. I'm reading the cue cards. On the cue cards, it says, the most watched women's fight ever, Katie Taylor against Amanda Serrano. I don't know what's the most watched female boxing match. Now, don't get me wrong. I love female boxing, but I never studied who was the most watched female boxing match. So I'm just reading what's on the card. After that, she goes on a DMs me, yo, you got that wrong, champ. Da 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 da. I'm the most watched female fighter. Fine. I said, congratulations. But after last night, which was the next day after the Jake Paul main event with them, I said, you got some catching up to do. Cool. After that, she says, I look forward to breaking records. I put fire, fire, fire emoji. The next day after that, she does a 20-minute interview dissing me. Cam is trying to rewrite history. Cam don't know what he talking about. Cam is crazy. This means he don't like black women. Da 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 da. And I'm like, bro, all I did was read what was on the cue card. How I'm trying to rewrite history. I didn't know who was the most watched, but I did know after the Jake Paul, Mike Tyson, and they co-made an event, it was 50 million, 60 million, whatever it was, watching her. All this turns into Cam don't like black women. Cam is hating on me. I'm trying to rewrite history. I didn't know the history. So then I left it alone. I said what I said on the show. Then she tagging me in videos talking about, yeah, Cam, look at this, and that, third. So I left it alone. She tagged me again. So I DM'd her back. I said, this is stalking at this point. I don't want to give you the attention you don't want. You're going to get the attention that you don't want. I'm telling you. I said this in the DM. She said, let's go at it. And that's where it went. I'm just a funny nigga. So I just started clowning her. After I'm clowning her, she go back and forth, back and forth. Look, sir, I don't know you, homeboy. I don't know nothing you do but box. I have no opinion of you. I don't care if your fight was the most watched or not the most watched. My nigga, I do not know you from nowhere. So that's all the back and forth, but I was just having fun with it over the weekend.
I'm finna stop Cameron right there because
So he's so ghetto.
absolutely not. So I don't know you, sir.
Sorry. Why he do that?
So I wanted to play that
Mm-hmm.
to say again, clout is one hell of a drug.
Mm-hmm.
So now I can't be so sure that this woman did not specifically target Papoose, because in a video previous to this one, like months ago, somebody asked her who you want to perform with, what artist do you want to collab with, and Papoose was on that list.
Okay.
And so I feel like maybe she targeted him, allegedly. You see what I'm saying? Because look at how she's going after Cameron, and he's like, hey, it wasn't nothing personal. I was just reading the cue card, you know?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And she still, and then he told
Going
her,
back at him.
right, he told her, listen, I'm not trying to give you no smoke. I'm not trying to have no smoke with you. And she's like, bring it. To me, that's like cloud chasing. Because people watch Cameron.
Well, maybe she trying to get her name in on the mainstream.
CEO Tammy, I understand this. I'm not negating that. What I'm negating is he's a target. What I'm saying is he's a target. And whether he's married or not, sometimes these women will just press until these men are worn down. And they're just like, oh my God, this other woman don't want me, so okay, child.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just trying to say, we should stay out the group chats. When these people, because now Cardi B and Offset, they doing it. They're releasing their, messages. Take me out the group chat.
I don't know why they would do that. They got 3 kids involved. They need to stop it.
Just take me out the group chat. Y'all not together. Y'all want me. He called it. That's how, everybody know that's how relationships go. Let's be real. That's how they go.
I mean, I think it's one thing to say, hey, I need my name talked about because I'm trying to do something. I'm not for sure, or I'm trying to, get a new business idea. So I need people talking about me. Then another thing is to go after somebody's man. I think those are 2 separate issues. So are you saying that she was cloud chasing going after Papoose, or she was actually going after Papoose to acquire him as a man?
This is what I feel like. I feel like Papoose was a target. So she was going after him to claim him.
Okay.
But I feel like once they came out public with their relationship and she saw all of the attention that she got, then she chose to take issue with somebody that she absolutely gonna get her more attention. Don't she have a fight coming up? Don't she have a fight coming up? I feel like she's doing all these things to hype her fight up so people will watch. so that she'll become the most watched. Because he said, okay, but are you sure? Because after the Jake Paul and Mike Tyson fight, I'm not sure that is
Well,
still standing.
I mean, Clarissa is a beast. I'm not going to take that notoriety from her. She is a champion, but I, it would be very hard for a woman to garner the amount of attention that a Mike Tyson can. People watch Mike Tyson or
she's
Jake Paul because of Mike Tyson.
But she absolutely is going to try, because her mental, to me, gives Floyd Mayweather.
Maybe so. I think she's just a 2.0 of Papoose ex. What is her name?
Now, Remy released receipts saying that she was asking her about her look, like
her
what
looks,
she wear,
how she dressed,
right,
and all
right.
that
And
stuff.
so, like I said, I think Papoose was a target, and Cameron was the clout chase. After the target was acquired, then and she have her movie coming out. That's what it is, Christmas Day. So absolutely trying to create hype.
Hey,
because they done
Nene,
made
that's
a
my
whole.
sister. I just realized. Hey, Nene.
Well, hey, sister Nene.
Hey, Nene.
You sister T. Hey, sister.
Yeah.
So she absolutely is trying to make sure that this is a box office blockbuster. Because if it flop, they coming for her. They're
But
coming.
I like her story. I mean, because she did come from adversity. That's for sure. I mean, she
I
has
like
a
your
great
story, but I'm not
story.
sure. I like your story, but I'm not sure it should be in a movie theater. Maybe
Oh, it's in.
released to
I
Netflix.
thought it was Netflix or something like that.
No, ma'am. It's
I don't know.
released in the movie theater, and I don't think.
Nah, they ain't no.
I'm not like. Child,
Nobody's
I
gonna
go see Denzel
pay.
5 times before I go over there and see that.
They had this movie with and it's not the same genre, but I took the kids to see it. It's a Christmas movie. It had The Rock, Chris Evans.
Oh, I seen the. I know what you're talking about. I just don't know the name of it.
I think it's called Red One.
Yeah.
But big heavy hitters. That movie lasts about a month in the theater, so just imagine. It's not. I mean, this is not a Christmas movie. It's just a movie about your life.
Listen, let's be real. After COVID, I expected for movie theaters to close.
Oh, and they didn't. They came back almost.
Almost made certain ones out here, I only go to the dinner theater.
Okay.
So I can have drinks while my kids eating popcorn or chicken wings or whatever they're doing. Whatever movie they want to watch, I can sit there and have my libations, and I ain't got to worry about whatever's on the screen, because I'm finna take a snooze after I drink this drink. Right?
You go there to eat and sleep and fall asleep. That's like old school for real.
And not ashamed.
You old.
And not ashamed either. The kids will even tell you, yeah, okay, Ma, you got your drink? Okay. You all right? Okay. Go ahead, Ma, take it now. Thank you. I'm with you, Super. I go see anyone else but that for the money they charge. Thank you.
Yeah,
but
that's
yes,
like
and it costs about
$100
prime for me to take the kids to the dinner theater with everything, drinks and everything. I'm absolutely not going to see you for that. I'm finna go see Denzel, or I'm finna go see whatever the kids want to see, because that's probably going to be a lot funnier and better than. I don't want to see no adversity story during Christmas. Who wants to go sit in the movie theater and look at Tom Thumb?
Adversity story.
I don't want to see that.
We don't want to talk, sing hymnals during Christmas.
Listen, how is this supposed to be?
Overcome.
How is this supposed to be Christmas cheer if I'm sitting up here looking at the daggone
crying?
Girl.
Been through so much.
And not even if at the end it turns out to be a victorious story. No. You're not going to drag me. I'm feel like emotionally exhausted when I leave the movie theater. No, ma'am.
I don't even think Tyson documentary he has a life story movie
I don't
about
know.
him?
I think he do, but
I don't think that made it.
So that should tell you something.
Right. That even made the movie.
That should tell you something. But During Christmas time, that's supposed to be a time of cheer. I absolutely don't want to see none of that. And so I feel like it's gonna flop because I feel like during Christmas time, movies that are like comedies and family stories and those movies do better
Yeah,
than
you're
a
right.
life story.
Yeah.
You know, so I ain't going to see it. Like
Mhm.
I told y'all, I'm finna go see Denzel again.
Right.
Okay,
Denzel.
girl. Cause
Yeah.
anyway, that's my era.
Mm-mm.
Tell it to your mammy. But anywho,
Uh-uh.
so listen, Booze Cigars purchased on Elmhurst, and this is Elmhurst, Illinois, District 205 credit card records show.
Mm.
Just want to let you know, it's in every community out here in Illinois.
What?
When somebody tell you Illinois is corrupt, every freaking crevice. Don't you make no mistake. He buying cigars and booze on the school board credit card. Busted.
You should have put a sign on across it.
Busted.
Busted. Yeah.
$47,000 worth of
What?
personal items on his public credit card.
That's a little bit much, sir.
The district said he
How
paid
much
it back.
cigars do you
I
purchase?
don't care. I don't care if you paid it back. You shouldn't have been using it in the first place. I don't know what we need to do to stop this credit card corruption. Because
So
little
he
stank
paid
of
it
booty.
back over, like when he submit his receipts, they take it out of his check, or what?
I don't know,
What's
but what
going
is you
on?
doing using the card anyway? It says from 2020 to 2022, Patch counted $47,615 in personal expenses on Smith's district issued credit card, also known as a P
That's the
card.
P card.
More than 200. He might have a little sticker booty beat. More than 200 pages of Smith's credit card documents. Let me go to these credit card documents because no, they didn't attach the credit card documents, and they did. Girl, this is what I'm talking. See, this is why I like the Patch out here in Illinois. Shout out to the Patch because they give you everything that they void. Look at this.
Yeah, they forward the credit card
Look
receipts.
at this. Look at this.
He paid his State Farm insurance.
Child, what in the
But
world?
why would he do that though?
Look at this check. He don't roll a
Okay,
check.
so you paying it back. Okay, we give you credit, but why are you even using it? You don't
In the
got no
first
credit
place.
card?
Child, they done put all his business out. His hands is showing. His hand price is showing. Look at it.
Maybe he
This
don't
is
got no
insane.
credit card. That's the only thing I could think of.
This is it. But still, look at all these pages. I love the Patch. Look at this.
Girl, it's 245 pages.
Listen, he got a little stinker booty beat. He is using the school credit to pay his regular everyday life. And when he get his check, he just pay it back. He just be like, oh, you gave it to me, now I gotta give it back. What is happening? What is happening?
Well, at least he paid it back. I ain't gonna get on him about that.
No, I'm gonna get on him because you should have been, that credit card should have been taken from you when you used it the first time for personal use. Why you just didn't use your cash?
I don't understand why I mean, you don't have a credit card? Maybe
But
he
why-
doesn't have a credit card.
If you paying it back, why didn't you just use your cash? Why don't you just
Or send in a check, pay by
listen?
check.
You can
got a
get one
check.
of them. You can get one of them way to go Visa cards, reloadable from Walmart. You ain't got no. You have no excuse. When you get your check, or you can get the thing and have your paycheck sent. He can get a Chime card. Heck, now you can get a Cash App card.
Maybe the way his bank account is set up.
You keep on maybeing. I'm going to keep on
The way my
saying,
bank account is set up, my checking ain't hooked to
no,
my savings.
you keep on maybeing and making excuses. These people should be fired, prosecuted, to the fullest extent of the law, because you don't have an excuse about why you using a government credit card for your personal items.
Yeah, I don't get that.
Like I said, you could take your paycheck and have it put on one of these reloadable cards. You don't have no excuse. Chime, Cash App, they all got cards now, little stinker booty.
He says stinker booty.
Y'all, never ending. But shout out to the patch, because I love the way y'all loads up y'all's I love the way y'all be loading up y'all's voice right in the article. Bloop, they be like, this the credit card statement. Click. So let me see. Child, we could be doing this all day. All right, y'all the favorite mayor y'all love to hate. Judge, that what she said. Judge permanently blocks Dalton Mayor Tiffany Henyard's appointments to key village posts. Let me see if it's a video in there. Nope, because they tired of videos of her. They tired of little stank child.
Yeah, she got permanently blocked. Bernie
Oh, no,
Fife.
it's a video. No,
Okay.
no, it's not. That's live news. So never mind. No.
What's Ronald Byrd Sr., Bernie Fife,
and Angela Lockett. Absolutely
Angela
not going to get
Lockett,
one dime for the 30 days
and
they work.
Michael Smith, the fake administrator.
Michael Smith has on his LinkedIn that he has been the village administrator of Dalton.
I seen that.
Little Stank, your education is the thing that's bothering me. What is a network barber school? College. Little Stank. Now. That's all I got to say to you. That's insane.
You know, Tiffany is losing on all ends, right?
she catching them L's left and right this week. Do you hear me? Them L's is like poof.
This month, this whole month of December, she's been catching L's all the way around.
I'm going to say to you what we talked about in the pre-show. When Little Stank became uninsurable at the village, she should have been made to resign then. Even in Dalton, she should have been made to resign both of those times.
Because she's a liability right now.
We need to start crafting ordinances so that these things can never, ever happen again. Okay, we need to put an ordinance that says if a supervisor or a mayor becomes uninsurable, they are automatically disqualified and must resign from the seat.
They automatically self-fire.
It ain't even fire. That is like, it's like when you share your password, when you share your password at work and they find out, and it's part of the policy, it say automatic termination. That's that part. Because this is insane. This is insane that you're uninsurable, and can't be bonded because of all these lawsuits. And you're yet filing more of your lawsuits every day. Every time you come out and talk, I'm finna sue them, so be looking for my lawsuit. What?
And her lawsuit was dropped. Well, she didn't. They filed to get it removed.
And she refiled it.
Yeah, and I heard that she refiled it.
And she refiled it like a what? A dummy.
A dummy, yeah.
Because you're still going to lose. And you're running out of time. Matter of fact, you are walking downtown, walking fast. Okay? And going nowhere. That's what's happening right now. And Cheryl, I don't know, it's absolutely something to look up, but I absolutely think that should be an ordinance that is put on the books in all of these villages and towns out here. That if you become uninsurable, can't be bonded, can't pass a background check, you should have to be made, not even made to resign. You be like, okay, at the next minute, we accept your resignation and hit that gavel like Napoleon said. You're out of order, man.
Right.
Okay. But, and she lost that. There's a special meeting today at the township. Now, I don't think it's at the township. I think they moved it to the park district in Dalton. Because we know that Lil Stike has put her picture on the door with a sign that says the township is closed down.
Closed, yeah.
Why your picture need to be on the close sign? But this is the thing. The township is not closed down. The people are working from home like it was COVID. So you out here spinning all kinds of lies. Y'all gonna learn about this lying. Y'all gonna learn about this lying. And guess what? YouTube gonna give you this work for them lies.
I just realized that if Tiffany mouth is moving, she's lying.
Every time. Every time. I think the only thing she might not be lying about. Let me think. Hold on. Is when she sit down to the table and say, the trustees are not here.
Yeah, obviously.
For me, that's
we could see that.
That's the only time she not lying though. Is when she sit down to that table and she say, as you can see, it's no quorum. The trustees are not here. I'd be like, that's the first
telling the truth.
Okay, this the first truth.
Look at God.
Okay, you woke up this morning and you didn't have no doubt. So I'm just like, okay, and that's the only time. That's the only time. And listen, I love all of this. X and YouTube, y'all battling it out today. Mm-hmm. Okay, y'all going back and forth. I love this. We getting more and more people in the room. I love y'all. Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, so that's Lil Stank. So I gotta be back live at 12:30. So we gotta keep moving. Let me see this. All right. Now this one is you see this? Father and son. Father's son pleaded guilty in $100 million New Jersey deli stock scheme.
On some meat? They got stock on meat?
Imagine.
On some lunch meat and bread?
Listen, imagine you live through 8 decades and you end up in prison with your son. Absolutely not. Let me tell y'all what they did. Because this right here, I don't even understand it. A father and son pleaded guilty to orchestrating a brazen stock manipulation scheme involving a small New Jersey deli whose parent company had an improbable market capitalization of $100 million. The men, Peter Coker Sr. and Peter Coker Jr., I don't even like their last name, are scheduled to be sentenced next spring in the case, U.S. District Court in Camden, New Jersey. A third defendant, James Patton, previously pleaded guilty to the same charges of securities fraud and conspiracy to commit securities fraud in connection with the company once known as Hometown International. This is outrageous. A stock scheme for $100 million. Couldn't have been one of us, because they would never have believed one of us, first of all. They would have never believed us. Get your thoughts. Listen, not in a million years am I going to jail with my mama ever.
I need to, because how did the company get
okay, Cheryl.
How did the company get a valuation?
Right.
Of that much over a deli, like a small town deli market? What did they present the company as?
With no franchises.
Yeah, I
could see if the portfolio
about that.
I could see if the portfolio included franchises in these different states.
Yeah, and
But
usually the franchise is not about the meat unless they're making their own sausage or something like that. It's really about the real estate, and then that's where the valuation will come from.
Camden, New
So,
Jersey, no, ma'am. No, ma'am. But anyway, $100 million.
but like you said, you get this guy in front of you and say, "Hey, you want to buy some stocks? I'm selling meats or whatever." He gives your spiel, and you won't think twice about, "Hey, he lied to me." But if you get somebody else like me or you, or this brother right here, you be like, I need some more information." You won't just be like, "Hey, I'll buy 100 stocks for X amount of price." You wouldn't do that.
Yeah, this the kids coming in. Sorry, y'all. The kids coming in telling me, listen, we already made our own breakfast. Y'all taking way too long today. Yeah, I mean, all of that. All of that. But how? Me and you, right? We could have a growing business. Me and you. They're not going to value. They're going to be like, no, ma'am, y'all crazy. So I want to know who they knew. They knew somebody. It's somebody else that needs to be charged. I feel like that's missing a few people. That story.
Yeah.
Okay, y'all. We know that in California, in Oakland specifically, a mayor got recalled this year in November. Now look. FBI agents searched the home of Los Angeles deputy mayor who allegedly made bomb threats to the mayor's office. How you gonna make a bomb threat to your job?
Why would you do that?
Lord have mercy.
People are so stupid.
Are you stealing money?
I don't know.
And you try and make a bomb threat so you can get in there to shred the papers while the people leaving the building? What we doing?
Was he about to get fired? And that's when, let me put in a bomb threat so I could last another week.
And why would you think that they can't track you? Y'all getting outrageous with these stuff y'all doing. Is y'all all right? Because I'm absolutely finna start blaming everything on these COVID vaccines like the rest of the people do. There had to be the COVID vaccine talk, because who does that? Wild. I'm afraid to even. I'm afraid to even click into the article. There's a video. Let's watch it, and then we're almost done.
People was tripping. Where are you going? He was actually saying goodbye to his old phone.
I'm switching to the amazing new iPhone 16 Pro at
Yeah, I know we got a minute to watch a million commercials.
For Apple Intelligence. That's like peanut butter on jelly on gold. Get 4 iPhone 16 Pro on us. Plus 4 lines for $25. And save on every plan.
I'm finna protest these.
What a deal. That's a lot. Me, if y'all giving it away too fast, T-Mobile will slow down.
I think shutting down the government is masterclass dumb. And I don't want to do it.
Did he call us steak and booty masterclass dumb?
The Musk-Johnson proposal is not serious.
So the government is about to shut down. I forgot
Extreme
about
MAGA
this.
Republicans
I don't
are
think this is
driving
the story,
us
though.
to a government
Yeah, I don't think this is it.
Is it gonna get to it? No. Okay, let me see. Brian Williams, the deputy mayor for public safety on Tuesday, as a part of an investigation into a bomb threat he allegedly made against City Hall earlier this year. A spokesperson for the mayor's office said in a statement on Wednesday. Williams was immediately placed on administrative leave, according to the spokesperson. The mayor takes this very seriously. When the threat was reported, LAPD investigated and determined there was no immediate danger. The LAPD said its initial investigation found that Williams was the likely source of the bomb. How did they find that out so fast?
FBI
Due
the
to the
whole time.
department's working relationship with Mr. Williams, the investigation was referred to the FBI. The LAPD said in a statement the FBI remains the investigating agency. ABC News unable to reach Williams for comment. Williams was appointed deputy mayor for public safety in 2023, overseeing what is up with these people being appointed? The LAPD and other agencies. He represented the mayor at numerous events and spoke on her behalf at the swearing in of the new Los Angeles district attorney a few weeks ago. Lord, so this man just spoke, and now this happened in 2023, and he's still working in that capacity. We got to do better with the
He should be in
reprimand.
jail, actually.
I
think he should
thinking
be in jail.
I'm thinking y'all could prove this. Y'all said he was the source. Why is he not in jail? This was so reminded me of Lil Stank Booty that I'm like, okay, he was appointed, and so was Lil Stank Booty. We need to stop with these appointments.
A stinky booty.
When people pass away or when people die, we need to change the law, and we need to say there needs to be an automatic election because I feel like these appointments are going left.
Well, deputy mayor is an appointment because he's the assistant to the mayor. So
I
of
don't
course
feel
she's
like
gonna
any
appoint her
position.
people.
I don't feel like any position that has any type of authority or can speak on the behalf, because look, he's speaking on the behalf of the mayor. I don't feel like any of those positions should be something that's appointed. Because
I
this is
think
what you run
so.
into.
I think so because you want to appoint your people how you supposed to get work done, and if they don't have the same vision as you.
If I was
then-
voted, the other person need to be voted, and the people need to have whoever, and I just work with whoever. You're supposed to be able to work with whoever the people vote in, and just deal with it that way.
Well, that's when the politics get involved. If that you don't have the same
Well, you gotta find your
goals in
job.
mind.
Your job.
I think that will be.
Well, your job is to work for the community. So your job is to find a way to work with whoever is in. So you can
No,
find a way.
the mayor's job is definitely to work for the community, and then she has or he has the right to appoint the people to fulfill the duties of her constituents,
And
right?
what I'm saying is, certain positions I just don't feel like should be appoint your chief of staff. Yes. Appoint your financial director. Yes. Appoint your highway commissioner, maybe. But somebody that speaks on behalf of the mayor and the people,
Well,
let the people
I
choose.
mean, so do you think the vice president should be elected?
If I had my way, I would say yes. Because if you're gonna get a corrupt or you're gonna get a horrible president, whoever they choose gonna be horrible too.
I don't know. I don't know about that. I don't know.
So
how
I feel like
about that.
nope, let them run, and they're within the party.
I don't think stuff will ever get done. Because
I don't
even
see
though
why
they
not.
have a party infighting too.
Now
Like
listen,
sometimes the Democrats don't agree with
right,
Democrat
but
stuff, and
this is
sometimes
the way that
Republicans
it's been
don't
set
agree.
up for years. It was House and Republican, and they figured out how to work with each other.
Shit, not in the last 10 years. They
I mean, no, they figured out. I mean, government wasn't shut
They- it-
down. Government hasn't been shut down. You still
we
been
just
getting
saw
benefits.
the government about to be shut down.
It's Republican, and so I feel like you need to have some opposition sometimes, because that creates good policies. When you have a single focused,
I think that's
in
why
both
legislation exists. Legislation exists. The legislative body. Of course, they have to be elected. But
Well,
if you want me to, just
what
like a
they-
company, we
what
could
they doing
say,
it?
huh?
Go ahead.
We could say United States is a business, and in any business, if you hire a CEO, the CEO is not going to go for, hey, I'm with this CEO. They're going to figure out, okay, the person that's in the job now, can they actually do the job, or they're going to bring in their own people. And that's normally what happens. They bring in their own people to fulfill the position. Now, if you have a board of directors, of course, it has to be approved. But if I was a CEO of a major company, I'm going to want a person that's in my corner, you know, so I know that I could trust them. I don't want nobody that they're not trusted, you know, because how am I going to get things done, or how can I trust you with information that's really you know what I'm getting at.
Well,
So
that's going to be a testament of your leadership skills. It's going to be a test of your leadership skills, and rightly so. Because if you're saying that you are fit for the job and this is what you can do, prove it.
well, so you don't believe that a person that is appointed or no, let's hired for a job, elected for a job, and you don't believe another person that comes in, they could totally throw a monkey wrench in your vision, in your leadership,
I feel like
install your vision and your leadership.
I feel like that's a possibility with anyone. Let's look at Lil Stank. She ran on the platform of moving Dalton forward, I believe, right?
Mm-hmm.
Jason House, Kiana Belcher, and Clark Keys ran on her ticket, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's the four of them. Who been moving Dalton forward? Them other three, Lil Stankaboody ain't been doing what she claimed she was supposed to do. So there's a bit of unknown with anyone, even if you know them. I feel like even if you know them, there is a bit of unknown with anyone.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to be a testament to that resume that you claimed you have.
I
You're gonna
still
have to
don't.
put that resume to the test.
I still don't agree with. Yeah, you could have the best resume, but if you're met with all these oppositions and stopping you from doing what the people want, if we could just say, okay, the board of directors or the board of trustees. I'm just saying, for instance, I know they're not doing this, but just say Jason House, Kiana Belcher, all the trustees that doesn't agree with Tiffany. Just flip-flop it. What if Tiffany was for the people and they had their own agenda?
Well, guess what? Then it would be, and we know Stinkabooty can't do this. It would be up to Stinkabooty to either find a way to remove them from the seat or find a way to bring them to her side. They tried to bring Stinkabooty to their side, but she didn't want to listen. I feel like it's just that's something that's gonna be a constant. Unknown is gonna be a constant.
That's why,
So
as a
you gotta
leader, you wouldn't want to. Hey, I'm already faced with all these other unknowns. I can't be fighting in house. So of course I'm going to bring my people in so we could
well, you see
fulfill
what bringing your people
my
in has
duty.
gotten. You
You
see what
know.
bringing your own people in have gotten Stinkabooty in Thornton Township.
Well, no, but this is not new. I'm not saying that we're going to have problems with it. It works out for the good, and sometimes it works out for the bad. Look at
Yeah, for
Mayor
me, I just
Eric
feel like
Adams. His
if you're
deputy
gonna
chief
put,
mayor was when they were in
I just feel like if
investigating
you
him.
this right here haven't been working for you,
Mm-hmm.
then something different needs to be done. And
Mm-hmm.
maybe that is the something different because it's going to force them to get in there and get the things done. You're going to have to work together. I think this is an extreme case with Thornton Township and the Village of Dalton. It's a very extreme case. But
I don't think it's extreme case. I think it's a with and not to say with progressive. Like I said, with Mayor Eric Adams, he went through the same thing. Not a bomb threat, but his deputy chief mayor had to step down because
had a
of
lot of people that he appointed had to step down.
his whole staff. Basically, had to step
He
down.
does not have any discernment skills. Like, I mean, and even if he do, for me, birds of a feather.
I think birds of a feather flock together, but we as citizens, we elected these people. So,
did you elect them? Because you just told me we're going to elect the mayor and they should appoint everybody else. I'm saying,
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
We elect the mayor.
I'm trusting
we should
the
elect everybody
mayor.
else.
I'm trusting the mayor, and the mayor. And since I put all my trust in the mayor should have the wherewithal and the foresight. I don't know who's with the mayor, but the mayor should have the foresight. They're on the ground. They're in the political
way
space.
these people
They should have the foresight to select the right people. And it happens all the time.
The way these people have been cracking up, no, I don't want to put that power in their hands again. No.
I mean, so you
and at least if the people pick, the people can be upset with the mayor, or they're going to have to be directly upset with the person that they chose. And I feel like that's how it should be.
But this is the point that I'm making. We picked the mayor. You should be upset. The mayor got recalled. When another mayor come in, that old boy gonna be gone anyway.
I'm arguing my position for us having to vote all of those positions. Nothing should be appointed by the mayor. Everything should be chosen by the people. Everything should be chosen by the people.
I disagree with that because the mayor, they're not writing legislation. They're not doing that.
This old antiquated system that you're working on this is what we're getting for it. No, everything should be chosen by the people.
It's been working. I think it's been working. This old antiquated system does work. It's just people are too.
The old antiquated system was not even written for me or for you, people that look like me or you.
I gotta disagree with that too.
When they were sitting at that table and they had said the forefathers, there absolutely was not one black forefather sitting at that table signing anything.
But I gotta disagree with that. But you're an American citizen. You're American, but you're an American citizen. I don't agree with that. I don't subscribe to that.
They're not my forefathers. There was nobody sitting at that table telling my side of the story.
But you're an American, right?
Was not written. You're
an American citizen.
I could be. I am an American citizen. Yes.
And you pay taxes, right?
I said what I said. It wasn't written.
Look,
for me.
stop paying stop paying taxes. Don't vote. Remove yourself from society.
And why should I do that?
Exactly.
Because I
this
said
is what I'm saying.
Because I said the forefathers, there was no black forefather at the table. I said what I said and I meant it. Fine.
Well, but you're saying that these are not people and the system doesn't work. I believe the system does work.
I don't believe this antiquated system was written with minorities.
So you're thinking black folks need a different system? Is that what you're getting at?
I don't think black folks need a different system. I just think the system needs to be rewritten with everyone.
But you're saying with everyone in mind. So that you're saying that the system, the antiquated system, we need a different system. Black folks.
No, I'm not saying we need a totally different system that includes everyone. Everyone.
I don't think the system needs to be amended. I think people need to have the foresight and stop voting based off of color. People need to stop voting based off of color. That's all that is.
I said what I said.
Well, apparently we do. That's how Tiffany got in the office. That's how that lady that got recalled got in the office.
That way. First of all,
San Francisco mayor got in the office because she black.
90% black. There would have been a black person in their seat. Probably there was an 80% chance there was going to be a black person sitting in a seat, whether it be her or somebody else in that room.
Tiffany Henyard, not only did she get elected because she was black, because she was a woman. This is identity politics.
Listen,
this is how she got in office.
And I told you that I don't think this system was written with any minorities in mind.
But you're acting like minorities are aliens or something. You
How
act like we don't breathe the same air. We can't
how
follow the
is
same
it
rules.
how
What are
is
you
it that
talking
I
about?
have to be an alien to say that this system was not
But
written with
how
me
are
in
we
mind?
so much different than a white person that the system does not have
Ask
us
the
in
white
mind?
people that wrote the system that absolutely bars us from so many things.
You're
Ask them
talking
how
about
much.
black folks that's in power. What are you talking about? All the people that we've been talking about are black people or some type of form of minority.
First of all,
That you're saying that the system is messed up.
I was talking about the system, and we did not write it. We were not at the table writing it. We weren't there.
I just don't agree. I think
Okay,
people
you
are
don't have to
people.
agree.
I think people are
This is
people. I think
unpopular
people need
opinion.
to
You can
follow
have
the
yours, and I
rules
can
and
have mine.
stop acting like, oh, I'm going to elect you because based off of,
I
identity
don't vote based off
politics.
of color. I have said
A
this
lot of
many
95
times.
well, we could say how many people voted for Kamala?
I don't know.
90% of black women voted for Kamala based off of identity politics. It wasn't based off of, oh, she's so much a great candidate.
First of all,
Black folks vote
we
off
live in
of
America.
identity.
We live in America, and that's their right to do. It is what it is.
Identity politics. That's the problem.
It is what it is.
That's the problem. Identity politics.
For me, I feel like the system needs to either be amended or rewritten because none of our forefathers was at the table when it was written.
That don't have nothing to do with you coming
It
in
got everything to
office
do with it
and
because
saying I'm going to pick
we
my
don't face
people.
the same challenges. We do not face the same challenges.
I face the same challenges as any other person.
I wish you did.
Work.
But you don't.
No, I do.
I wish you
I
did.
work every day. I gotta pay taxes. I gotta make sure my kids is fed.
Your counterpart
Don't
probably
work.
gets a job more than you. Not your husband. I mean the counterpart of a white woman probably gets a job that you are qualified for 10 times more than you do.
I disagree with you.
You don't have to agree.
I disagree with you.
I know what I'm talking
I
about.
disagree with you because you're talking about statistics. Statistically, there's only.
You just talked about statistics when you talked about who voted for Kamala. So now we can't talk about statistics. Let me go to the next.
I'm telling you statistics. You're saying incorrect information. If you think about the statistics, the people and we're gonna just say engineering. There's 4% of black engineers. 4%. And it might be lower than that.
I said,
and we're talking about
based on education, based on your education, based on the educations. Your white.
I don't think I ever been turned down for a job. I can't agree with you.
That's just your situation. The statistics is not based on Shawan.
Okay. I'm a black woman. That's what I'm saying.
But the statistics are not just based on you specifically.
I'm a black woman.
Specifically. I'm talking about as a whole. Thank you, Cheryl. Thank you. Anyway, next story.
The
baby says losing $8 million in one day made him quit gambling. So the baby has a gambling issue, just like Allen Iverson. He actually called the casino and asked the man that owned the casino to ban him from the casino. Baby had Michael Rubin call casinos to ban him from playing in their establishments because he cannot stop himself from gambling.
Well, that's a good thing.
It says like one day. He said he gambled one day 40 hours straight, and he lost 8 million, 9 million. He said he had to stop himself from gambling. Let me see.
You ever lost gambling at once?
$8 million.
Okay.
One day.
How long?
Like one day, like probably like 40 hours.
Yeah.
40 hours straight. I lost like 8 million.
That's not
9 million.
That's not one.
I made myself stop gambling. Like I had Mike Rubin write a letter to every casino and ban me from the casino. And because I just do shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't gamble no more.
Okay. And I didn't know that.
That's amazing that much money was wasted.
I mean, I'm getting back on. He must be really blessed. He must be really blessed. I guess the system didn't work out for him either.
I don't know how that apply. Moving on to the next story.
It applies. You're saying that we don't got the same system. This dude got $8 million to spend.
Philanthropist Mackenzie Scott reveals another $2 billion in donations. Do y'all know who Mackenzie Scott is?
Yeah, the ex of Jeff Bezos.
It's Jeff Bezos' ex. She has literally given away. Let me tell you this number, because this is insane. $19.2 billion since 2019. All of that money that man gave her, she gonna make sure. And she's still worth $31.7 billion.
That's good.
Amazing. She does a lot of philanthropy work. So especially in the minority sector. So her Hope Foundations, you can go and get a list of her foundations, and you can apply for all of her, every last one of the gifts that she gives away to businesses. I think her focus this year was minority-owned businesses, and she gave so much money away to them. Okay. NYPD finds drone in Brooklyn owner steps forward. Now, listen, we talking about these drones flying over New Jersey and New York. Now come to find out it was this company that was testing some drones.
It wasn't the government.
NYPD said drone claimed by Amaji. I think that's the name of the business. Sustainable energy startup company. Now the FBI and Homeland Security are investigating this business for the
drones. They already probably knew about this crap. They're trying to act like they didn't know.
Listen, put that drone stuff. Tiffany ain't had nothing to do with nothing. The drones of people didn't come because she asked them to come. St. Louis public school staff charged $1.7 million to credit card. I just feel like these people don't need credit cards. Under former superintendent statements show. Now, there's some statements, more statements. Here we go with the statements. Lord, we watched Momo ad. We done paid more bills today than a little bit.
Find your ultimate playground at visitcalifornia.com.
Travel, food, and entertainment all on St. Louis Public Schools' dime. Staffers spent more than $1.5 million under former Superintendent Dr. Keisha Scarlett. Now every district credit card is suspended. Our Megan Kernan sat down with the interim superintendent who's addressing the credit card spending for the first time. Megan.
Mike, SLPS is continuing their commitment to be transparent with the public and step up oversight. The district was given 11 recommendations in the audit last week. Tonight, interim superintendent Dr. Millicent Bordashade says they've already followed through on some of those by hiring a new internal auditor and board secretary, as well as collecting and putting a hold on all district-issued credit cards.
Our community, our staff, our students, everyone deserves the truth.
Nearly $1.7 million charged on district-issued credit cards. It was during former Superintendent Dr. Keisha Scarlett's one-year run that she and her staffers used 21 cards to buy things like flights, hotels, and meals.
I just know that there was a lot of spending.
Thousands spent on DoorDash and Uber rides, plus multiple trips to Bath & Body Works.
We absolutely need to do better.
It was interim superintendent Dr. Bordashade who put the freeze on all 21 credit cards, including her own.
Just to get a handle on who has credit cards, why do they have credit cards, and what is being spent.
On top of protocols and daily limits, staffers signing out a credit card will have to get it approved through the finance department and Bordashade.
I want to make sure that it is crystal clear about how credit cards will be signed out, what the acceptable charges can be. I think that was something that was missing. We didn't have specific merchant credits or specific people that you can purchase from. I think you could purchase from anyone.
Now, one school board member is calling for a criminal investigation of the credit card spending and wants the district to be reimbursed for the transactions. How do you prevent the credit card spending, the misuse of credit card spending from happening again?
So with more eyes on who is using the credit cards and what they're using them for, there's an opportunity for me to question the why.
As for the future, Bordeshade wants her role to become permanent.
I can see myself as the St. Louis Public School Superintendent, Dr. Millicent Bordeshade.
Now, all the credit cards will stay suspended until the district has protocols in place. Bordeshade says the school board will have a special closed meeting on Thursday to discuss their plan for credit card spending going forward.
Okay.
Child. These the people you appointed, ma'am? These the people that you appointed?
She's appointed and she's stopping it.
So, no, I feel like why do you not know who has credit cards? She don't even know who have credit cards, and you're supposed to be the superintendent.
No, I think they were saying the other lady that was before her. That's when all these charges transpired. And when she came in, that's why they said she's the interim superintendent.
But still, even when she came in, I have to believe that she was already in place somewhere, whether it be underneath the superintendent. They just didn't pull somebody from anywhere and be like, you're going to be the interim. So she had to be there already.
But that don't mean she had the knowledge or the wherewithal about the credit card spending. That don't mean she was
I would
privy
have
to
to know
that
because
information.
I still, as a process, as a board, you should know who has what credit cards. That's you should know. You should say the head of elementary education has a credit card. The head of the athletic department has a credit card, and that's something that everybody on the board should know.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I feel like if you was on the board and you was a board member, you should know that the person that's over the 5th grade classes has a credit card.
Well,
you know, it should be a
think
list.
how big a list. That's
But it should be a list that should be given to you.
Because we're talking about St. Louis is not a small
city. It should
be
a list that should be given to you like a warrant list. And you can go in there at any time and see who has what credit card and what number. That should be something that should be standard. Everybody should know that.
Well, and maybe they don't get the system in place. Well, to keep track of that.
That's even more insane.
Yeah.
That's even more insane that you don't have that.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's go to these football picks and get out of here. I don't know how we did last week because I was busy last weekend. So let me see if I can. I have a feeling this is not going to be good. I saw one game that was terrible. This was week 15 for the scores, right?
Yeah, week 15.
I believe so. We almost down to it. We only got 3 weeks left of football. Okay.
My bad. Let me remove this from the stage.
I need to hold on. All right, so Sunday was the 15th. Yep. Here we go. The first game I have on this sheet or this thing that I'm looking at, so let me put this up. This is what I'm looking at for the scores.
This for last week.
This was last week, the 15th, the week of the 15th. The Cowboys beat the Panthers. Girl, you know we lost that game because we was absolutely not going to pick the Cowboys after they've been playing that so ugly. The Chiefs beat the Browns. I picked the Chiefs. You picked the Browns.
I picked the Browns.
Because that was hilarious to me. I'm trying to remember what you said.
He's so
All
cute.
right. Let's see. You picked the Dolphins. And I picked the Texans. Look at God. I'm already up 2. No, I'm up 2, and you already down 3 with your little picking system. All right. The Jets beat the Jaguars. You picked the Jets. You up 1 now. I'm down 2.
Okay.
Listen, look at God. The Commanders beat the Saints. We both picked the Commanders.
Okay.
Girl, okay, you up, mama. The Ravens and the Giants. So the Ravens beat the Giants. We both picked the Ravens. The Bengals and the Titans. Let me see. Who did we pick? I picked the Bengals.
Mm-hmm.
Whoop, child, you picked the Titans. I don't know how your system working out for you. I would say it ain't working out that good. The Patriots and the Cardinals ended up winning. I picked the Cards and you picked the Patriots. Listen, you need to call your boyfriends, your little boyfriends, and tell them get it together. The Colts and the Broncos. Let's see. I'm looking for it on my paper. Oh, hold on. That was the next one, right? The Colts and the Broncos.
The Colts and the Broncos. But you,
Okay,
I think
I
you
picked the
skipped that one
Broncos.
or something.
I picked the Broncos and you picked the Colts. What happened? That's
I
what's
would
on
have
my
picked
paper.
the Broncos. Are you
No,
sure
you picked the Colts. It's on my paper. I wrote it down. Don't play.
I'm gonna go back to the recording. I think you cheated.
Don't. You play all day. I wrote it right down here on my paper. You play.
I can't see that paper. You like Tiffany holding up empty papers.
You go to receipts right here.
If
you want the tea,
like, ain't no
get it
writing on that paper.
If you want the tea, get it from me. Bye, Cheryl. Going to the store before the snow? Yeah, child, get out there. Because I got to go out to the store in a few minutes and it's not going to be ugly. It's going to be ugly. I'm trying to wait till it warm up a little bit and melt. It wasn't that much snow, so I'm trying to wait till it melt a little bit. Okay. There, I know what happened to you, Colts and the Broncos. Anywho, the Bills and the Lions. This is the one that astounded me, right?
Yeah, that
the
was
Lions
a tough
took
game.
their first loss. Oh, their second loss. That astounded me. I'm still gonna pick the Lions again, no matter what. The Bucks and the Chargers. Let's see. Looks like I picked the Chargers. Hold on.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did. It's right here on my paper.
The Chargers lost, though. The Chargers lost.
I said they did. So I think I picked the Chargers and you picked the Bucks because I can't remember what you said about that man, but I think it was weird. And I was like, oh my God. The Steelers and the Eagles. So the Eagles won and the Steelers lost. So you won and I lost. Let's see. The Packers and the Seahawks. The Packers won. You won that one and I lost. Ooh,
Look at
I'm
me.
collecting some losses.
Look at me. Woo, woo.
The Bears and the Vikings.
Oh my
Absolutely
God.
not. I would have never. I picked the Vikings and you picked the Bears.
Picked the
because you
Bears.
crazy. I told you.
Because I like
the
McCabe
Falcons and
Williams.
the Raiders. You picked the Falcons, which they won, and I picked the Raiders. Let's go down. Is that it?
I think that was it.
No. What about the Chiefs? And the
Chiefs
Steelers.
played
There were
Monday.
more games.
I think they played Monday, maybe.
Yeah, there
it
were
would be
more
in week
games.
16.
Yeah,
I think.
ready to go to it now. Let me see. I'm gonna go to week 16. Okay, here we go. Let's see.
It was the Broncos and the Chargers.
Okay, because it was 2 games on Saturday. So Thursday game, it was the Broncos and the Chargers. And I picked the Chargers and you picked the Broncos in that game. So you lost. And then it was the Chiefs and the Texans.
That's this week.
That's this weekend, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And then what else? The Steelers and the Ravens. Okay, so we already picked those 2 games. You picked the Chiefs and I picked the Chiefs. And then we both picked the Steelers. So that's for next week or Saturday. CS, I'm writing it down now. And so I hope y'all making y'all
You
picks.
doing a lot of writing.
Don't
what are
do
you
that.
inscribing over there? Like, what are you inscribing?
Nosy, I am writing the games from
You writing a
last week that y'all didn't
dissertation
pick.
of why you
You need to
lost.
stop. You mad because your record is horrible. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 losses, ma'am. We not even talking.
9
I
losses.
have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 losses. Thank you.
Okay, you ain't too far from the loss.
Oh, I'm far. 7 is far from 9.
7 is only 2 off from 9.
Matter of fact, 7, 8, 9. So
7, 8, 9. Don't try to add numbers. Oh my
no,
goodness.
ma'am, don't. So what we okay? Let me go.
So we already did
We
the
already
Steelers
picked. We picked
okay.
the Chiefs, and then we picked the Steelers.
Okay, and now Atlanta and the
Giants.
Bills. The Giants. I said the Bills, but Giants. I'm gonna go with Kirk Cousin. Atlanta.
Atlanta. I'm gonna take the Falcons too, because the Giants. I'm confusion about them this season. All right. Then we got the Cardinals and the Panthers. I'm taking the Cardinals.
Cardinals and the Panthers.
Mm-hmm.
I'm taking the Panthers.
All right. I'm taking the Lions.
I'm taking the Lions.
All right. Then we got the Titans and the Colts. I'm gonna take the Colts.
Why don't get the Titans and the Colts on here? Oh, where are you? There you go. Titans and the Colts. I'm gonna go with the Colts.
All right. Then we got the Rams and the Jets. I'm going with the Rams.
I'm going with the Rams.
And we got the Commanders and the Eagles. I'm definitely going with the Commanders because that's home team for me. Home team for me. The Browns and the Bengals. I'm going with the Bengals.
I'm gonna go with the Browns. Deshaun Watson, he's so cute.
I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this because that has no.
It hasn't panned out for me
at all. The Vikings and the Seahawks. I'm definitely going Vikings.
I'm going Vikings. Because Geno Smith got that forehead that's out of this
my
world.
God. And you say that every time. That man, Lord. Then you got the Bills and the Patriots. I'm going Bills.
I'm going with the Patriots.
Okay, then we have the Jaguars and the Raiders. My God, they both horrible.
Yeah, that's a toss-up. But I'm going to go with the Jaguars.
Me too. All right, then we have the 49ers and the Dolphins, and they're tied in their record, so it don't matter. But I'm going to pick the Dolphins.
Yeah.
That's because they playing at home. And then the Bucks and the Cowboys. I'm definitely going Bucks.
I'm going with Bucks too.
I feel like I'm writing a lot. That's because I'm writing with a pencil today. It's crazy. All right, then we got what Monday night game is the Saints and the Packers, and I'm going with the Packers.
I'm going with the Packers.
And then let me see, do we have a Thursday night game? Oh, that's going to be on the next week.
Do we have a Thursday night game?
I'm looking now because it's on the next page. I have to go to the next page.
I didn't put.
Nope, it's 2 games on Christmas Day, and it's a game on the next day. Ooh, they packing in some football next week, and then it's 3 games on Saturday. So we need to pick Wednesday and Thursday games.
What's Wednesday?
The Chiefs and the Steelers. I'm gonna take the Chiefs.
I'm going with the Chiefs.
Then you have the Ravens and the Texans. They're tied in there. I'm going with the Texans.
Ravens and the Texans.
All right, and then I know you're going with the Bears because you don't like Geno Forehead, but it's the Bears and the Seahawks. I'm going with the Seahawks. Forehead gonna have to bring it out.
Yeah, I'm going with the Bears.
You going with the Bears? You just ain't gonna pick Forehead. Now that's bad.
Forehead got more
All right,
forehead.
and that's it. That's it.
Oh, that's it.
That's it.
Okay.
Listen, I'm tell you right now, super producer wishes nothing but blessings for your life. Y'all stay safe. Monday show, I don't know. I have an appointment at 10, so I can't do a morning show.
Okay.
If we have to do an afternoon show, because I'll be right back home after that, that's fine. But if not, we'll get it figured out. I finally got the picture from the lady over there.
I changed the name too.
Yeah, I saw that. I said, she's trying to come up back up here and say, oh no, it's the super producer fault. Y'all let's see y'all refresh. She ain't did nothing. You see what she's trying to do? Because she petty. She petty, baby. You see
kind
that?
of slow.
Thank
Jim.
you, Jim C, for the super chat. Come on, Jim coming. Jim be coming out the bushes with the super chats, man.
Breaking us
That's
off.
what I'm talking about.
Go, Jim.
Okay, we could get a little bit of little cranberry sauce. That's called and a box of Jiffy. Thank you.
Or some box wine. They got $5 box
Wow.
wine.
Wow.
Be like,
okay. But y'all have a good weekend. Try to stay safe.
Stay safe and warm, you guys. Enjoy your family.
Yes,
Enjoy
and don't get
family.
sick. Keep your distance. Tell people keep their distance.
Keep your distance.
Don't be breathing all over the food.
Tell everybody wash their hands.
Okay, I'm like, absolutely.
You out of order. You out of order.
Don't be breathing on my food. You must be crazy. I ain't eating that.
You out of order.
Thank you, Jim. I'm kind of getting a little sweet on Jim. He always enjoyed the commentary. Thank you,
Jim. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Justin, for always being on duty in these comments. We appreciate you,
Justin.
All right, y'all. Listen.
Press the subscribe button.
Okay. Oh my God. I'll see y'all on my channel in about an hour and 30 minutes.